Hi guys, this is JD Wilder, and we are here today for Wilder Tarot, Wilder Moments Tarot. Sorry, I have a Substack called Moments in Between, so I get a little confused. All right, so I'm going to be pulling your cards today, and thank you for being here. The way that I do things is I typically pull a top card, a bottom card, and one off to the side. The top is your conscious mind. The bottom is in your subconscious mind. It's what's in your dream state mind, what's hidden beneath the surface. And off to the side is the overall energy. The overall energy of your conscious and subconscious. And then we ask Spirit for an advice card. Sometimes I pull cards for clarification. Sometimes the message is clear. We'll see what happens today, okay? I hope you're having a wonderful day. The sun is shining today. It's very nice. All right. So Spirit Guides of the highest truth and compassion, what is it that we can bring to this beautiful collective of individuals today? What is it that they need to hear and know for the highest good of everyone, to reach their highest potential, to feel infinite love and peace today? All right. In your conscious mind, you got the Two of Cups. Ooh. In your unconscious, you got the Nine of Cups. All right. And your overall energy is Temperance, which, okay. And then I'm going to set this one off to the side. I'm not looking at it quite yet. So, let's just take this in here. Overall, I'm feeling very positive. This feels like a new beginning. This feels really, really good, to be honest with you. Okay, so this conscious mind card here, the Two of Cups. So with the Two of Cups, this could represent a lot of different things. I feel like a lot of the times whenever I see this pulled up, it's like, let's just go straight to romance. And no, that's not necessarily all there is with this card, for me at least. I feel like what I'm getting like right now is a bond. Like that just keeps popping up in my head, a bond. And I feel that this could be, I mean, a bond could be anything. A bond could be a connection to someone or something even that is really meaningful to you. I like showing the card because sometimes I think you have the ability to see what imagery on the card is calling to you specifically for what's happening in your life. Okay, you know your life best. Okay, no tarot reader knows your life better than you do. So that's why I like to show this card so that you can see what speaks to you. Number one, like what is it that like you're really drawn to? I'm very much drawn to this lion and the wings at the top, but it could be different for you. And if it is, think about that. What does that symbol mean for you? Is it something that you see often throughout the day? Or even if you were to Google like the spiritual meaning of X, like sometimes things will just pop up that were divinely guided to show up for you at the time to keep it top of mind. And if you continue to see that as a synchronicity throughout your day, then maybe that's something that your subconscious is trying to tell you to pay attention to, okay? So for me here, as far as reading for a general reading for the collective, I'm getting heavy lion energy. I'm getting strength, like the strength card has the lion on it. And bond was the first thing that came to mind. And with bond, I was thinking of like soldering metal together, like a really, really strong bond, like something that would be very tough to break, So take that as it resonates, okay? I'm going to actually write this down for myself, because for this card in particular, I feel like a bond is very important. A bond. And I'm not excluding romance, okay? That could totally be a part of it. It totally could be. But it could also be a friendship. It could be a relationship with an acquaintance. It could be a relationship with, I would say that it's someone, even if it is an acquaintance, perhaps it's a relationship where the bond is growing, because bond is very strong with this card. Or like, mother-daughter, mother-son, father-daughter, father-son, like a bond, like a connection. It doesn't have to be romantic, I guess, is just all I'm trying to say. Or even just a relationship with spirit, actually, a bond. What you believe in, your values, your morals, a bond. I'm going to write that down too so I don't forget. Okay, and then in your subconscious here, we have the 9 of Cups. So the 9 of Cups is a card that, the first thing that comes to mind for me is wish fulfillment, because usually when with my relationship with drawing this card is very much like, be ready, you're going to receive what you've been manifesting. It's coming. Like, it's time. Like, you've done the work, you've healed the wounds, be ready. Like this, like spirit, I just got a little tingle on my back, like a little pat on my back. Like, be ready for your good things to come in, or what you've been expecting to come in. I associate this card with good vibes. Like when I just did the spread, this whole spread felt very positive to me, okay? So I'm feeling like this is positive wish fulfillment. The other thing that I'm really drawn to with this card is this person right here. And the way that they're seated is very, kind of poised, ready, sure of themselves. Like, I'm getting, it's time. It's time. You've done the work, you've done the hard work, the cups are laid out, they've been filled, and now it's time. This almost feels a little bit like waiting, too, today. Like this card, this person is waiting for something. They're waiting for something, but they're not sad about it, I feel like. They have a smile on their face. It's kind of like, I'm just chilling, and whenever you're ready, I'm ready. I'm confident in my truth. I'm confident in what I know and what I do and who I am. And I've done the work. I have shown up in all of the places I was meant to show up in order to attract what it is I desire. And so I'm ready whenever you're ready. And oh my God, and my screen, it just went like, boop. I don't know why that is, but when I just finished desire. So if you want to like rewind it a little bit, it went like, boop, like that's a big confirmation. Like it just lit up completely. Like I've done the work. I've done the healing. I know what I deserve. And my cat, Pilgrim, she just went, meow. She's like, yep, I know what I deserve. And I am waiting here, but I'm not wasting my life waiting here. I'm enjoying my life. And Pilgrim, again, a little trill. I'm enjoying my life. And so whenever you're ready, I'm ready. And that your could be a person, or it could be, gosh, it could be, you know, have you been working hard at something? Specifically, maybe related to a bond, something you've been really trying to cultivate. Could be a project. I mean, it could be anything. I'm not gonna guess. But that's the general vibe of this card. Okay. Well, this is such nice energy today. Okay. Overall energy. Sometimes I feel like we should start with this card, but I do how I do. So we have a bond, we have wish fulfillment in the subconscious, we're waiting, but we're not unhappy about it, we're living our life. And the overall energy is temperance, which I think is, wow, actually, so look at this. This is kind of reminiscent of the Two of Cups. There are two cups, and the angel is pouring water into, like, evenly splitting, that's the way I see it, evenly splitting what's left in each cup. And in this card, we have someone reaching for a cup. Someone's reaching for a cup here, almost like someone's taking initiative in some way. It could be you. Taking initiative. And this is balance. Balancing out energy, balancing out emotions, balancing out resources. This is the overall energy of what we're discussing. So balance of like I said, resources, emotions. I got love. Love just came out. The other thing is, we have this angel with 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on earth. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on earth. And so I immediately think, when I think of water, I think of emotions. So 1 foot in your internal world, 1 foot grounded, 1 foot kind of in reality. As much as I hate saying that, like, for some reason the word reality, the connotation just has, like, just, for me, like, I'd rather be in my head, I guess. I'd rather be in my head than in reality. But maybe I can change my perspective on that. So we have 1 foot in your inner world, 1 foot in your outer world, and we're balancing. We're balancing the energy, the vibes, the resources, the love. Fill in the blank, really. Respect, honesty, whatever this is reminding you of, whatever issue, whatever scenario is coming up for you, that's what this is about, okay? Don't overthink it. And we have the sun in the background. There's a path. I'm getting very good vibes just from looking at this. Like, you see the sun. You know that your ultimate happiness, your ultimate blank, whatever, fill in the blank, is not far. It's down this path, and there's still some work to be done, but it's not, like, non-existent, you know? It's not like Three of Swords energy. I don't think there's anything else I need to say about this card. So, all right. So we have a bond. We have wish fulfillment in your subconscious. The overall energy is balance. I just heard balancing your expectations. Whoa. Do you have expectations about something? I don't know. So let's look at this advice card. Oh, this is funny. We have the Seven of Cups. Wow, you guys. We got lots of cups today. Temperance, I just see cups, so, and water. We got lots of cups. So I'm going to, because we have so many cups today, we have 2 of cups, 9 of cups, temperance, 7 of cups. I'm going to say that this could likely be about emotions or your inner world, something that's happening in your inner world. It could also be relationship related. Okay. Whew. Sorry, I'm just looking at this card and I'm like, man, you guys got a lot going on. I feel like you got a lot going on. You've got a lot of options. You've got a lot of options. And that is not bad. Options are good. But which option will you choose? Will you go down a path you've already taken? One that maybe seems good at first, but then you know it doesn't really go very well? Or are you going to take a brand new path? It's very scary, and it could have it could lead to great things. It could lead to not great things. You don't know, but you've never taken it before, and maybe your soul is really calling for you to do that, but your logical mind is saying, hey, that's like scarier than shit, so I'm not sure I want to go down that path. You know, there's always like a middle ground. You don't necessarily have to go, and I'm like called to this too, like temperance, this path. There's always a middle ground too, you know. If there's something, if you want to change your life, you know, you hear people saying all the time, if you want to change your life, and if you want something that's different than what you have to be willing to do something you haven't done before. And something you haven't done before could look like baby steps. It doesn't have to mean like just dive in, all in, like risk, like scary level of risk, you know. It could be like a baby step into like a careful, cautious experiment into where you're going in order to continue to manifest what you want to do. I was trying to think of a good example. I have an example. Okay, so I'm a mother, and I was a part of this. Whoa, the screen just lit up again. Okay, I think I'm supposed to be talking about this. I'm a mother, and I was a part of this mom group when I first started being a mom, and it was a class. Basically like a class, like a group, like a kind of therapy group type thing, where you talk about all of the hard stuff of motherhood and, you know, how everyone copes with it. And they teach you about the different segments of babyhood and what to look out for and the different regressions and things like that. It was a great class, honestly. If your community center offers something like that, or look into it, look to see what's available online, look to see what's available in your community. Oftentimes they're like run by RNs or counselors. So, you know, make sure you're taking a class from someone who has been educated in the field, okay? Someone you trust. So the story is, okay, Jade, the story is, there, I'm going to say me, okay? I'm just going to say it was me. I'm telling the story. So when you're having a baby, you go through a lot of emotions, postpartum emotions, okay? And your world is different. Your world is different because of hormones, and there's almost a heightened sense of fear. It's like an instinct where you created life, and it's like your body has done something with hormones in a way to make you very aware of the fact that you are in charge of a little being that really needs you for support, like really, really needs you for care. And And it's like your body does this as a way to keep your baby safe. And also, I mean, your well-being as well, right? You just birthed a child into the world. It's a good idea to you want them to survive. And so sometimes, kind of like PTSD kind of stuff, like sometimes really little things can trigger big feelings, like really big feelings. And I was experiencing a sense of being scared of taking my baby out into the world. Like, I just birthed this beautiful baby. They're safe in this bassinet. They're safe in my arms. They're safe in the house. And driving in the car with my baby is very triggering right now. Like, these are the feelings I'm experiencing. And so in the support group, that was something that was brought up. You know, like, what do you do when you feel like you can't get out of the house because there's this fear of something happening to your newborn? And so one of the feedback or suggestions that was brought up was like doing a careful experiment. Like, you don't have to like take your baby to the grocery store. Like, you don't have to take them somewhere that you're not comfortable. Like, maybe just like baby steps, put baby in the stroller and walk around the block and come back home. Like, that's the beginning, right? That's the first baby step into manifesting your desire of, all right, now I'm going to put my baby in the car. I'm going to drive to the park that's literally like 100 yards away from my house, or like half a mile away from my house. It's probably very different. I'm not very good with measurements. So let's say half a mile away from the house and come back home. Like, all safe experiments, okay? Like, you don't have to like, all right, I'm going to go take my baby on this airplane. Like, you know what I mean? So fill in the blank for you. Like, there's a bond. I'm getting that there's a bond in your conscious mind that perhaps wants to be melded, perhaps wants to be form created, nurtured, or honored. And your subconscious is really what you want. And it seems like positive. And you know that there's some balance that's involved, right? Because either if it's involving someone else, sometimes people could have other feelings. Maybe they don't want to do what you want to do. You know, like in the context of kids, I mean, I know like a lot of the time they don't want to do what you want to do sometimes. And there's a lot of options. And so the advice here is to look at your options. What are the options? And where can you find a safe experiment? Where can you find a middle ground, common ground, where everyone feels heard, honored, respected, loved? Yeah, this was a really nice message. Okay, well, I don't think I have anything more to say about that. I was thinking about perhaps actually maybe I'll pull one of these Voice of the Souls and see if there's a little nugget of something or a confirmation. Gosh, I haven't thought about that in a really long time. If you are forming a new bond with new baby or a new person in your family, you're doing a great job, okay? You're doing a great job. We don't hear that enough. We got, oh wow, look at that, karmic relationship. Huh. And I'm drawing to this hand's like a bond, right? Now, I know in the spiritual community, like karmic relationship, I feel like it gets like, I don't know, there's a lot of negative connotation with that. I am being guided to share that karma and cause and effect, the law of cause and effect, can be different and not connoted to just bad, abusive things, okay? That's what I'm being guided to say right now. Karma, there is a big ass definition of karma, and if you're interested to know more about that, research it, because the way that I see karmic relationship, the way that I look at this, is more of like cause and effect. How did you get to where you are? What was in your mind at the time? What was your desire? And then it became reality because it was in your mind. And so that's the way that I see karma. I'm sure that in other videos I'll dive deeper into that, but I'm going to pull from this really quick because I feel like there's something that maybe needs to be said from this book. I don't always do that, but right now in particular, I feel like I need to say something. So let's see here. Oh, okay, here we go. So you need to understand the connection you have with another person, another soul. You need to understand why that relationship can be so complicated, or why those feelings are so strong. You need to categorize the relationship. This relationship is a karmic one, which means both your souls have already met in previous lives. But this is no reason for the relationship to become toxic, or for you to accept things that aren't right for you. Part of you is afraid of cutting this relationship short or focusing on its karmic depth. However, this prevents you from connecting to your free will and making decisions on your own. Today, I'm sending you signs to help you detach yourself from this relationship. Take a step back and connect to your free will. Don't think that unexpected events are signs of fate. They are important to help you connect to your inner strength and let go. Interesting. So the main things that I'm getting for you with this, when I was reading this, like, don't fight your feelings. That's kind of what was coming out. Don't fight your feelings because there's something that needs to be learned, or there's something that needs to be moved through. If there's something nagging at you with this bond, there's something that you haven't seen quite yet, or hasn't been brought to your conscious awareness fully just yet, but it's coming because you got this here in the subconscious. So if there's something you're really wrestling with, I invite you to journal about what that is and just let it all come out. Like, don't filter it in any way and see what happens. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope to see you again, and have a wonderful day. Bye.